Hello, everyone, and welcome to the weekly recap. This is episode 105. I had to check. How you doing today, Maddie?
Hi everyone. Still recovering from the past 2 weeks that were super intense. We had the Columbus Community Summit that was great. A lot of interesting discussions in there. Last week it was the launch pad. That was a great event, by the way. You were in Yerevan, I was in Bucharest. But yeah, this week just being busy working on a lot of interesting and super exciting projects for the community. And how are you? You are again away?
Well, it's I had two trips in a row too, just like you did, except when everyone came to Columbus, that was a little bit easier for me. And even though you were in the Launchpad event in Bucharest, it still was a pretty intense few days. So you were at home, but you weren't at home, if you know what I mean. So that's the way the community summit was for me in Ohio. But
Exactly.
I'm doing a really quick trip here. So I'm in Atlanta this week. We're doing some videos um, for the V12 launch, which we'll talk about here in a second. They want the really fancy, cameras and stuff. I don't know why they want me on the camera, but hey, that's what they asked for. But
And
yeah, it's
and you
super
have
busy.
a studio in Columbus. They made
I
you
do.
all to go all the way to Atlanta for that.
Yes, but they also are sending me back to Columbus with this. Well, it's a computer, but it has some sort of special gizmodo in there where the video team can actually remote control the cameras with that and fully focus them in and all that. Yes, we do have a studio, but for V12 they want really high quality, and it's actually kind of tough to do a self record, like to get the lights right and the focus on the lens. It's kind of hard to do actually. And for the V12 kind of product page videos, they wanted the best production quality. So hey,
Fair enough.
yeah. But it has been a super busy week in the community, and we're just going to say we're breaking the rule a little bit, and we got a lot of special department. You ready to jump into it?
Let's do it.
All right. So let's start with Sir Michael Paul talking about a cautionary tale of VMware boot from SAN. What caught your eye on this one?
So yeah, Michael is talking about a case where a customer wanted to migrate to the Veeam availability suite, and they had an enterprise SAN solution that they were using for booting their VMware XC hosts, in addition to storing their workloads on. So when he performed the storage integration with Veeam, it seems like he just had an issue in there, as he says, severe issue. Basically, after he tried to perform the rescan, the storage rescan, all of the XC hosts within the cluster suffered a purple diagnostic screen.
Yeah, you don't want
So
that. That's a bad day. The purple screen of death is called.
yeah, and then he talks about the cause. He's saying that basically the SC hosts were just seeing duplicate file system UUIDs.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's talking about how actually you can find all this explanation in the Veeam's documentation. So you see that the separate initiator groups should be used when utilizing storage snapshot functionality. And if you had boot from SAN on the same storage array, that should actually be mandatory. So it's an interesting case, and as he says in there, he's been asking around the community, and nobody else had that. Luckily, he found the solution.
Yeah, and I mean, it sounds like we say we suggest that separate groups should be used, but yeah, this you find out this way, it's a bad day. But I actually like Derek's comment best right here. He says, "I rarely have heard anything good about boot from SAN," and Derek, I will +1 that one big time because you are right. But no, this is a really great, nice, deep technical one. Thank you so much for sharing, Michael Paul.
Yeah, thank you, Michael.
All right. Next up is Der Regnar. This one, we knew, we knew this one was coming. He reached out to us about this ahead of time, but, let's talk security. What caught your eye from Max on this one, Maddie?
First of all, I kind of wanted to move it from blogs and podcasts to like security to cybersecurity space, but then I was like, if you choose this space, let's leave it in there. So that's one. But I am sure everyone in the community knows the bad things that could happen if the wrong people get access to the backup, right? But I like that Max puts together all that information as a reminder that we should be careful with sensitive information. And at the end, he asks like really two important questions. How can you prevent or mitigate certain actions? And will your backup files survive if someone gets administrative access to them? So I think these are two questions that each of us should answer to, and be prepared. So yeah, what is your takeaway from this one?
This reminds me a lot of people just kind of complaining about, an operating system. They say, oh, Windows is so bad. It's only bad if someone's on it, and how do they get on it, right? And do with the intention of doing bad things, right? And why did someone turn off the firewall and things like that? I look at this, and we even have a KB article that kind of goes one step further, that how to pull out credentials, because there is an actual need if you have to recover an encryption password, or maybe you lost your connection to your VMware vCenter or something like that, or some Windows server that you're doing a backup on, and it had a password that wasn't on the domain and stuff like that. So there is a need for that, but all of that predicates that the individual is already on the system with administrative access. And this is just one of those fundamental things. I would say any data lake, to use a modern word, that has a lot of secure things like the Veeam database or anything else that is important, we got to really protect the access to that. So, the number one thing, don't have your Veeam infrastructure connected to the internet, and, have multi-factor authentication on that operating system to get to it, things like that. And, all the other things, in fact, I'm sure Marco and some of the others in cybersecurity space have shared some of the great things, but those are just two right off the top of my head that I can think of. But, Max ends really good right here. Those are the questions. What can you do now to prevent or mitigate these people with bad intentions? And then secondly, at the end of the day, if it all goes wrong, what about the backups? So I think those are really good questions.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, Nico. 9 badges, Nico. Impressive. Impressive indeed. I like this. Most underrated features in Veeam backup and replication. I got two questions for you, Maddie. A, why'd you pick this one? And then which one of these are your favorite?
Well, I think I picked this one because obviously we are very close to V12 launch, which we are going to talk about in next, I believe. And
2 more tabs because we're breaking the rule. Yeah.
Oh yeah, 2 more tabs. True. We are going to talk PowerShell, the next one. Just a sneak peek in there. Yeah, we always actually talk or use the main features of a product, in this case, VBR, but we leave all the underdogs out of conversation. And sometimes the solution is found exactly in those less important features that we think are less important. So that's one of the reasons I chose this article. And Nico talks about a series of them: quick backup, quick migration, Veeam zip export, and then he explains each feature and tells us when to use it as well. So that's the reason why I choose it. I don't think I've seen people talking about these features in any of the articles published. So this would probably be a first, or maybe somebody at some point talked, but we never picked that article to talk in the recap.
Yeah, these are the underrated features for sure.
Yeah. Do
You
you
have a
use them
favorite?
often?
I do actually, and I have a favorite, and my favorite is export. The export backup is really one of those unsung heroes because this is one of those things that if you need to hold on to a copy for a long time, this is the vehicle to do it. Because what you don't want to do is go manipulating the files in the repository itself, right? So this is a great little handy doodle. In fact, Nico, I was going to write something up about export, so you beat me to my own punch. But thank you for sharing this. This is great. I mean, these are, and wait, what was the last thing he said? I hope these features will not disappear in future releases. No problem, Nico. We're good there. They will
We
stay.
got you covered.
We got you. If anything, we'll just give you most underrated powerful feature number 5 that you can put in your next next post like this. But thank you so much, Nico. That's outstanding. All right, let's go to Steve Hart. Steve Hart is talking about some scripts here with some Exchange Online numbers. This is interesting.
Yeah, absolutely. He created this out of a problem that he encountered, which is pretty great. This script actually shows the total number of Exchange Online mailboxes, backed up mailboxes, the total mailbox size in Microsoft 365, including the deleted items, and also the stored backups on the local or object storage repository. So that's pretty awesome. I think,
this is nice.
yeah.
This is a great way to like get started with you know, what would your experience in Veeam backup for Microsoft 365 be like? And that's probably one of the reasons, you know, Steve went this way. But the other thing I would say is that this is probably also very helpful. Some organizations just don't know what they have. You know, what do I have in Exchange Online? This might help you get some of those information points really quickly. So thank you so much for sharing that. That's awesome, Steve.
Yeah.
All right. So we broke the rule, but we got special department, and this thing is so special. So I got to ask you, Maddie, are you going to watch the V12 launch event?
Of course, everyone should watch it. Everyone in the community should watch it. So,
Yeah, we're excited about it. Let's see, what is today? Today we're recording on the 25th. This will be live on the 27th, but early
still
February.
about 2 weeks to go.
Yeah, we're gonna get ready for this. In fact, Emily on the team, her and I are gonna scheme up our demos. I got a few demos for this one that we're gonna share in. Ghost Dev will be on this one. I'm really excited. This is gonna be cool. We just had our, let's hope it's our last release candidate internally come, and the next milestone is RTM. And I kind of, it's never a good idea to troll Anton Gostev, but I kind of trolled Anton Gostev on Twitter yesterday, and 2,700 people liked it or saw it, and so I think that I'm on to something. We'll see. But the V12 launch event, super big deal. Oh, you can win some headphones. I didn't know that. That's nice. Oh, here's the agenda. Yeah, we're gonna have some demos here. Special announcement. Oh, I know what that is. It is special. You're gonna want to hear that. Yeah, we got.
I don't even know what is that. So yeah.
I do know what it is. Oh yeah, here's the motley crew that's gonna deliver this. We're gonna have the boss. We're gonna have Anand, Anton, Danny, Misha, myself, and Emily Tellez. But I just now noticed. Oh, good. Yeah, everybody. I thought I saw a typo, but no, I have an eye for that stuff. But anyways, now we're looking forward to it. Oh, it just keeps going. There's a lot of information down here. You gotta just keep on going. So good stuff. So yeah, if you're interested, go ahead and sign up. We'll see you there. It's good stuff.
And we should thank our people in the community that actually share the event, right? We have Michael Paul, he put it in the discussion board. And then we had, who else? Marco Luivisi, who put it in Italy, VUG. And we have Dario, who shared it with his community in the Switzerland one. And also Marco Fabri.
Marco kind of did like, if you, this is basically a commercial. He started this unrelated thing with the V12 bit. I'm still going to give it a like, though.
He still share it, you know, and I would like to encourage everyone to actually share it on their social if they have the opportunity. It's going to be a great event, a lot of interesting conversations in there. You have big names, Danny and Anna, and then yourself, Emily, Anton, of course. And yeah, it's going to be great, a great event. So everyone should watch it in the community. So if you have the chance, just go ahead and just share it
Yep,
with
yep.
others.
Looking forward to it. Thank you for those other 4 people who have put it out on the other content they've shared. And, Maddie, as always, you do all the work. So thank you for helping curate all of this. I just show up and have an opinion. That's really easy, so.
No, but it's great. It gives me the opportunity to stay tuned with whatever happens in the community. I get to read a lot, go over everything, and that is awesome.
You and Sophia definitely are the captains of that for sure. So thank
Yeah, we
you.
should get a badge for
Yeah.
that.
Ah,
Captains of the community.
community captain. I like that.
Yeah,
Yeah, there we
we
go. There we
should.
go. All right. Well, hey, have a great weekend, everyone. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week.